Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, in a special place, until I walk the place where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live at WGPL 1350 Studio, WMVA 88.9 FM Studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, and you can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and we say a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful hot day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMVA 88.9 FM. Good morning to you.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. We're at Crystal Records 1 on YouTube, CRISTO, or you can go to FYI Radio Show, host Yolanda Hinton as well. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms. We promise we will shout you out.
Shout out.
Mr. E?
Yes.
What day is it today?
Today is
I needed that hump day.
Yeah.
What a wonderful hump day.
That's what today is.
And Mr. E is just as hot as it can be.
Can we change it? And call it Hot Day.
That's a crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, it's Mr. E. It is definitely a warm one. I walked out. I was like, uh-oh, humidity first thing in the morning.
That's right, Miss Hinton. And the temperature on the outside, it's about 83 degrees. The weatherman said feels like 90.
And I got the telemarketers stalking me already. From yesterday and today. What's going on with them?
Well, they looking for the love of my life.
I don't even block them, but I sure don't answer that. I may have to. I don't want to lose my religion. But anyway, Mr. E, guess what we have?
Yes, what do we have?
We have the current job listing.
That's right. If you're looking for a job, seasonal or in season, nor seasonal job. You can go down to Home Depot. You can go down to Lowe's. You can go down to Harry Teeter's. You can go to
Yes.
Walmart. You can go down. You can go down to Dollar Tree. You can go down to all those different stores at Federal Express. You can go even down to the Norfolk International Airport. You can go down there and get you a job. Not only that, on our listening, Miss Hinton, the YMCA of Southampton Road is looking for a senior director of development, a program director at Camp Grown, a gift processing and compliance administrator.
All right. You said regional development officer, Make-A-Wish. That's in Greater Virginia. We got a career coach, Hampton Roads Workforce Council.
Manager infrastructure training system at the Hampton Roads Workforce Council, and grant coordinator at Soundscape.
All right. Museum executive director at Museum of Shinnecock Island. I think that's how you pronounce it. Science educator, the Mariners Museum, the Mariners Museum. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Hampton Roads Community Foundation is looking for a donor relationship manager, associate vice president for grant writer.
All right. That's the Hampton Roads Community Foundation. All right. We also have outreach administrator, Wings Over America Scholarship Foundation, development associate at Mercy Medical Angels.
Coalition Against Poverty in Suffolk, better known as CAPS, is looking for a director,
Absolutely.
a church night shelter facilitator.
Coalition, yes, the same organization, Coalition Against Poverty in Suffolk. Membership recruiter, Peninsula, Girl Scout counselor of Colonial Coast. When y'all gonna get that Colonial?
Listen. Autism Society of Central Virginia is looking for a director of development. There's 10 plus positions that are available at the Virginia Living Museum.
All right, volunteer coordinator at Chesapeake Humane Society. They need a deputy director at Elizabeth River Project. Also, operations manager at Sail Nauticus Foundation.
Jewish Family Service of Tidewater is looking for a guidance representative and a clinical social worker.
Absolutely. Guardianship case manager is needed at Catholic Charities of Eastern Virginia. Parent support mentor at Catholic Charities of Eastern Virginia, and a licensed professional counselor at Catholic Charities of Eastern Virginia.
And they also need a school counselor also. And the specially for kids is looking for eviction prevention specialist, a special event coordinator, an intake specialist, and a maintenance technician.
All those at 4Kids.
All 4Kids.
All right. Library associate at Suffolk Public Library. Major gifts officer at Edmark. Youth resilience educator at Elizabeth River Project.
The Norfolk Public Library is looking for a digital graphic design assistant, and the community outreach and program is looking for a program assistant.
I tell you what, these jobs are already listed on our social media pages. Make sure you all go up there, share them, and let your family and friends know that these wonderful jobs, these are pretty decent jobs, are available for the public.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
So you all go and get them. It's a great list. Again, they're on our social media pages, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever we are, that's where they are.
That's what it's all about. So if you need a job, get a job.
Absolutely.
Get a job. Get a job.
So, Mr. E,
yes,
we're here today. This is our Wednesday segment. What's under the hat?
That's right.
Issues concerning you men.
That's right. Everybody wants to know what makes a man tick, what makes a man go. So guess what? We having issues after issues after issues. So we want to bring you some information on that.
Well, Mr. E, you got one issue that I'm kind of like looking at cross-eyed. You know, how can I say this, man? Now, look, we had to put up with y'all and these pants down to your waist, but down to your ankles and all this stuff, walking around looking like that. But I'm through now, Mr. E. You all have taken on another habit, and that's men wearing hair bonnets.
Well,
What's
Miss
going
Hinton,
on with that?
well, you know, men are wearing hair bonnets. Some men.
Out in the street, though, now,
Some
that's what I'm
men.
talking about.
Some men are wearing hair bonnet. Well, I want our listening audience to know there's a difference between a hair bonnet and then a do-rag.
And I'm not talking about do-rag because we've seen those, that's the part of their outfit and whatever, and they go to bed, they want their wave caps, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those things that
the women wear.
That the artist, the actress Monique had a fit about when she would go out, she said, and she would see women in the airport and all over with bonnets and those pajama bedroom shoes and blankets in public.
Well,
you sit around walking in the grocery store, a blanket, flip-flop, slippers, bed slippers, and all that stuff, and that great big old shiny bonnet.
You know, Miss Hinton, I saw yesterday, and I want to bring this to your attention, that I have never seen this before in one's life, that a man walking down the street with an umbrella protecting himself from the sun.
That's all right, Miss Steve, but now we got these great big old bonnets. I hope you all get a chance to go on our page and see some of the pictures that up there.
Well, there's a reason, though.
Okay, we're going to talk about that reason, but Miss Steve, would you wear a bonnet?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not? I mean, it's a trend. That's what we're going to find out. Is this a trend? Is this something that we're going to see you all walking around with these shiny men with all these shiny bonnets in public?
First, let's distinguish what is a bonnet.
Okay.
Okay, tell our listening audience, what is a bonnet? I look at a bonnet as a shower cap.
No. Because the fabric is more like a silky.
Yes.
A shower cap is plastic.
Yes.
But we are finding out this new trend, which went through, the women are wearing them. Of course we wear them. We have to protect our hairdos and, and when we sleep, we want to sleep on something that would cause our, not to pull our hair out and all that kind of stuff. So they came up with all these wonderful bonnets, big, you can get them big, little, small, and but the problem is, and this is what I was saying about the actress Monique, as she would go around, she would not just see the bonnet, but she would see the bedroom slippers, the all the sleepwear and the blankets, all in the street. Now, you men are sitting around here, walking around here with bonnets on your head. For what reason?
Let me give you some education. Let me educate you on the bonnet. Let me educate you on this bonnet. Educate you on this bonnet. The word bonnet for men is headgear. Was generally replaced by a cap before the 1700s. With the exception of Scotland. See, Scotland used to wear bonnets. That what they call a tab. It's not a tab when you wear it to the side was called a tam was called a bonnet. Where the bonnet and the Scott version bonnet, B-U-N-N-E-T, and not B-O-N-N-E-T, remains in use. Today's bonnet is especially used to refer to military headgear in Scotland, such as the feather bonnet, at Kimlock. Now, the reason why men wear those bonnets now is for hygiene purposes.
Okay, let's hear.
To master preferred bonnets for hygiene, sun protection. Bonnets can protect men from the sun. A fashion statement. As bonnets became more popular, they were also seen as a fashion accessory.
All right, then. So it says in a world where fashion is continuously evolving, the question arises, do men wear bonnets? This article delves into the stereotypes surrounding men, fashion choices, and such and such and such. So it is more to do with just like the ladies keeping their
That's
hair.
right.
But this is the thing in the public,
Leave that mess alone. I'm with you. I'm with you. You know,
I
I
just
mean,
want to know.
I
I'm serious now. I see a trend. I see something happening. We've already got the experience it with our ladies, and now we're experiencing it with our men. These great, and I've been seeing them. All these great big shiny bonnets that women wear, men are now wearing.
I said to myself, this is a culture shock. This
Mhm.
is a trend that now the women was out here wearing those soft shoes, and the pajama pants, and walking around with a blanket all total around them, and that bonnet. And then you turn around and you see the men walking around. Some men walking around with Goofy and Mickey Mouse yellow pajama pants, and and a blanket wrapped around them with some bedroom shoes on, and the bonnet. What in the world is going on?
It says the modern fashion world is increasingly embracing gender fluidity. Men wearing items traditionally considered feminine, like bonnets, is a reflection of this change. This shift represents a broader acceptance of individual expression, regardless of gender norms.
Well, I think that is one of the worstest things that men could adapt. Men don't need to be walking around here with a bonnet. And there's two, like you said, there's two types of bonnet. A sleeping bonnet can help protect the hair
Mhm.
from breakage and friction caused by your pillowcase.
Uh-huh.
That can also retain moisture, reduce frizziness, and preserve hairstyle, especially for people with curly or texture hair.
All right. They say that bonnets hold different meanings in various cultures. In some, they are symbolic of heritage and tradition, while in others, they represent a fashion statement. Understanding these cultural nuances is key to appreciating the diversity of bonnets used among men. So, Miss Lee, it's a cultural thing. Y'all, I see a whole lot of y'all African American people out there with them. Anybody else, Wham? So it must be a tradition in our culture. What you think?
Well, see, you got to remember the Scotland's
I mean, wearing now you wearing it out in the open. I'm not talking about because women wear bonnets, like you said, for various reasons, always have wrapped the hair and all that good stuff. But I'm saying now as a fashion statement. That's the
It's
difference.
crazy. This culture shock, this culture shock with the bonnets on their heads. I don't think that men nor women should come out the house with a bonnet, pajamas on, and a blanket. Stay home. Don't walk up and down the street with a blanket wrapped around you. Your yellow pajamas, Mickey Mouse pajamas on, and a bonnet on your head. Stay home. Don't bring that mess out there in the street.
All right, since that society's perception of men wearing bonnets is mixed. While there is growing acceptance, there are still prevalent stereotypes and biases. Media representing plays a crucial role in shaping these perceptions. The media, like you said, seeing people out in the street. Then you have celebrities like Monique who, sat back and said, listen, this is a no-no. She was basically, Mr. E, saying, what happened to respecting yourself out
In
in
the public,
public?
and I can agree to
Why,
that.
why, go where you just jumped out of bed, with your bonnet on and you in the street going to Philadelphia somewhere
With a bonnet on your
with a
head
bonnet on. Um,
and pajamas.
absolutely.
You know,
So we would love for you all to comment if you like to open the phone lines, Mr. E, and ask what people's views are. It's mixed, they said. But, it's a trend now. I'm seeing it more and more and more men out there with those great big silky bonnets on of all colors and just walking around. But is it hurting anybody?
Well, it hurting the culture. I
Why
believe
you
it's.
say
I
that?
believe it's making that ghetto fabulous look. That's giving you
Oh,
exactly what you want to be. Look like a hood. Being in the hood rat, putting that stuff on your head and putting that walking out there. It looks nasty.
Mr. E, what if it's nice and clean
It
and it's
looks.
color coordinated?
It looks nasty.
What about the social media? Oh my goodness, social media has played a significant role in popularizing bonnets among men.
That's
Viral
right.
trends and influences have contributed to this shift, highlighting the power of digital platforms in shaping fashion trends. Now, Mr. E,
It's
you got to admit, it don't matter who kind of like shapes the culture. If somebody really likes something, they can go out there and just make it big, make it bigger, and think it's cute. You remember when the big earrings for ladies and
Yep.
the gold teeth
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and all that kind of stuff that some people maybe would shy away from. It has really become a big trend. What about the leggings and all that stuff? These things come from people that, hey, just want to do something a little different, and then it catches on.
That's right. And that's what happens to a lot of. It's a fashion statement. It was one thing that men was wearing kilts. They bought that from Ireland. The men over in Ireland, and they wear kilts over there. Now men over here went from wearing the kilt to
Mhm.
wearing dresses. Where are all the women at? I am so sick and tired. And then there are athletes that are out there that's doing the same thing. When my grandma used to wear the headscarf on her head with tied around her, neck to keep her hair from blowing. Listen, I've seen football players put that mess on, and they look just like a little girl trying to hold their hair down, and wearing a scarf on their head. I believe that they taken everything away from the opposite sex.
Hmm. Well, what about men wrapping their hair with the do rags and wave caps? That's not a problem, do
No,
you
no,
think,
no,
in
no.
public? Why not? What's the
And the
difference?
reason for that is when they put stockings on their head is for to keep their wave.
Okay, stockings. Wait a minute.
They use
Hold it. Hold it. You don't want a bonnet on the head of a man, but
a stocking cap.
go to get grandma or
Old
or
stocking.
mama's stocking,
That's right. Put
cut
a
it,
knot in it
and that's okay.
and put a knot in it.
Now,
Put your hat. But they used to have privacy about all that stuff. That stuff used to be done at home. They would never walk in the street with that stuff on their head. They would do it, and then by the time they come outside in the street, they done got their hair waved down because the stocking was supposed to help your hair to have waves in it. By the time they got in the street, that stocking was gone. So now the man decided, the inventor decided he was to make some wave caps. And so they
That's
changed the
fine.
name from stocking caps to now it's a wave cap.
All right.
Then they turned it from a wave cap to a do-rag. So and now they went from a do-rag to a bonnet.
But you know what? Men been wearing stuff on their head for a minute. Of course, you wear your hats, but when it comes to keeping that hair tight,
That's right.
men used to have those
Wave,
perms
that's
and
right.
waves and processed and all that stuff, and keeping that hair all tight and whatnot. But it says that there may be some challenges when it comes to men wearing bonnets. That's the
right.
difference. It says when men encounter several challenges, including social stereotypes and a lack of awareness about the benefits of wearing bonnets. They might also find it difficult to select the right style or fit, or the market has traditionally, catered more to women. Overcoming these challenges involves education and a shift in societal perception regarding gender and fashion. If women can do it, men can do it, they're saying. But make sure it's done in good taste. I guess this is what they're saying
Keep
here.
it in the house.
But
Keep it behind closed doors.
personally, I really don't. I don't like the look.
Me neither.
Personally, I must say I really don't like the look. And don't throw no pajamas and flip flops and whatnot.
No,
and
not
a
the flip
blanket,
flop.
bedroom shoes, and that's going to really cause it to go crazy.
Furry bedroom shoes. They using the furry bedroom shoes, and they walking out the house like they slide shoes and flip flops. Where come on now, let's change that. That's a nasty look. The telephone lines are available if you want to voice your opinion. 757-624-9475. That's 757-624-9475. Should men wear bonnets? But the definition, Miss Hinton, and the spelling. When you was over in Scotland, they wore bonnets, BUNNET, but not BONNET. Bonnet is what they're wearing, that what folks are wearing now are for the keep moistures and also to stay behind the dough.
But okay, so cultural attitudes toward men wearing bonnets vary significantly. In some cultures, it's readily accepted and even traditional for men to wear head coverings similar to bonnets. In others, there might be resistance due to prevailing gender norms and fashion standards. The global trend, however, is moving toward greater acceptance and conversations around gender fluidity and personal expression resolve. Like I said, you may think that only one type of people sets trends, but I'm telling you, from the poorest to the richest, people are always coming out with things, and when it begins to spread, it's going to spread. The pajama thing. We see that. I see all kind of cultures coming out like that, Mr. E. The bonnet thing. I've seen African American people wear. I've seen Caucasian men wearing it. That's spreading. You just can't. When people want something to be out there, there's going to be a few that's going to take hold of it and run with it. This right here, this trend right here, I don't think it's going to go away. I think you're going to see more and more men wearing bonnets.
Miss Hinton, I thought that the trend with the tight suits that's fading
out.
Oh
my goodness,
now.
that's definitely
that's fading out. They doctors had that's fading out, that men are no longer wearing these tight suits anymore because it's not presentable. But here's the thing that gets you so much about it. When you started talking about trends and and being accepted, here's they figure that they can wear whatever they want to wear and do whatever they want to do. It's their thing, but it does not look good. It's not professional for when you walking up and down the street and you got young children. I went as far. I can go as far as when Lil Richie and all them boys was wearing those them rags around the head. But Miss Hinton, and now what they're doing now, if you go into the store and buy some Huggies, they got blue jean design Pampers for these babies.
Okay. Well, they say that wearing a bonnet for men, it promotes healthy hair. And so that may be the reason. It may be a trend, but it may be, like I said earlier, for the same reason women wear them, to cover their hair, to keep it healthy.
What time?
Prevent breakage.
All day?
Now I don't know about. Let me see. I don't know about going in the store. I don't care where you go.
I'm gonna wear my bonnet.
What does it look like to you, Misty? Does it look?
It's
like
nasty. It's nasty. I want to say good morning to Miss Sheila Green. Good morning, Mr. Mark Howard. Thank you all for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Miss Hinton, we got about 60 seconds. What do you think about it?
I don't think it's that attractive, but hey, to each his own. I feel like, if you want to throw it on, it's all right to sleep with it or whatever. But when
Keep
you
it
come
behind
out,
closed
I
doors.
don't mind. But I just think it's the funny look. It's something that I probably have to get used to.
I think they need to keep all that pajama pants and all those, well, they call them lounging pants.
Uh-huh.
They should keep all those PJs and TJs and WeJs. They should keep all of that behind closed doors where nobody can see them. That stuff's supposed to be worn behind closed doors in your house, not in the street, because it makes you look like you ain't took a bath. You round it with the pajama. Make it look at the look. The look make you look so nasty.
So, Mr. E, it's something you just gonna have to close your eyes or just accept the fact that people, are wearing and doing the things that they want to do, and it's nothing we can do about it. But look, y'all come over here for a few minutes so we can tell you about some upcoming shows. Don't forget Friday, Mr. E. Tell them about Friday.
And don't forget Friday, with coming up, we're gonna have
Mr. Dean.
That's right.
And he's going to come and present a wonderful play. My daughter's in it, and some more fun information on Friday. Look, God bless you. Come on over here for a second, or else we'll see you on Funny Friday.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Don't forget to get some water and keep the water on the dogs and cats, and go by and give the homeless something cool to drink while you're out there. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for more FYI radio show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. If you want to be an intern sponsor, or if you just want to be a part, inbox us at FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com, or give us a call at 757-714-7861. Right now, the temperature is 87 degrees, 85 degrees on the outside, and it's hot out there. Make sure you drink plenty of water, okay? Bye now.
All right, bonnets, and more bonnets. Mr. E, now look at this picture here. What do you think? What do you think? Going out, I don't know. It's something I'm going to have to get used to. I'm
Miss
not
Hinton,
really looking.
it's not the point of you cannot get used to
because it's
that.
here to stay.
I don't think it's here to stay. I think that it's somebody making a fashion statement, and it's nasty.
Oh my goodness! Why you?
It looks and
I can't even get my phone to go down.
Because what they do, they wear that every day,
Okay,
and have not been in the laundry. They got they see. Here's what you're doing when you look at something of that magnitude. They get up out the bed. They don't even have to change their clothes. They just walk around with what they have on: big old T-shirt, yellow pajama panties, fur bedroom shoes, and a bonnet on their head. I want to say good morning to Miss Annie Scenario.
Miss Annie Scenario.
Thank you so much for tuning in. So, Miss Hinton, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? It's on Facebook Live and on our feed. Do you think that it's a good fit to wear a bonnet on? Men wear bonnets on their head, coming out there with their pajamas on, a big old shirt, and some flip flops. What y'all think?
I'm going to tell the truth. I would prefer not to see
Nasty.
a man in a bonnet. I would prefer not to see a woman in the street with a bonnet. I really prefer not to see bonnets on the head. I don't know if it's because the way it's styled. I don't know if it's because, like you said, they look like they've been drugged through the mud. I don't know what it is. Or is it that it just reminds us of going to sleep, just like pajamas?
They don't have to change
reminds us
clothes.
of going to bed. I don't know. Maybe you got to think in a different way, Mr. E. Maybe if you think it as a fashion trend, maybe you can accept the change.
But here's the change, Miss Hinton. They got the bonnets on the head, they got the big old T-shirt on, and they got the yellow pajamas on with Bozo on them, or Snoopy on them, and they walking around. But they walking around in the market. They're in the stores, they grocery stores. They walking up and down the street. They just got out of the bed and they said, okay, fine, I don't need to brush my teeth. When you see folks like that,
Wait a minute.
When you see folks like that, they just get out of the bed. They ain't brushed their teeth. They ain't washed their face. All they did is make sure that the bonnet was covering their head.
Is that a stereotype, Mr. E?
It's not stereotype. I mean, if we had some true state folks, some folks that would really tell the truth, you'll find out that the way they went to bed last night and got up in the morning and went to the market or went to the grocery store, you'll find them, that's the way they are all day long.
Mr. E, so listen.
Cooking breakfast
And things like that. But okay, do a certain culture own that look?
You know.
I don't know. I'm asking.
You know, like I know.
What culture?
That culture, that young culture, that Black American young culture. That's all you see, and now it does filter over because the Caucasians. You know, it was just. Here's another thing. Let me clear the air. Maybe y'all could help me. You know, it's just like that word Nigger. You know, just like that word Nigger. Now, when you look at that word, everybody, it's a song. Everybody, it's a trend. That everybody, and not only that, it's called that. Not only that, then you got to look at that other word. BITCH. Everybody is all of those words. It's, you know, I remember the times you call a man or a woman a BITCH or you call them a NIGGER, you had to fight.
True.
But right now, it's an everyday language.
What's the NIGGA?
NIGGER.
That they don't say it. They don't say that. They say NIGGA.
They should never say it, period.
So I'm just saying, Mr. E, are you trying to say that people that wear bonnets are dirty and nasty?
I'm trying to say that people that wear bonnets out there in the street, ought to be ashamed of themselves. That people that wear that, I'm like Monique. You know, why give comedians an opportunity to joke you and folks to look at you and turn their nose up like, ooh, you stink.
Oh, does it look that bad to you?
It looks bad. It looks real bad because they have thrown no water nowhere. They got up.
Wait a minute.
The way they went to sleep. They went to sleep last night. They woke up this morning in the same fashion.
Mr. E, you're going too far.
Nasty. And so when they come back after doing what they had to do all day long, all they had to do is, guess what? Just jump right in the bed. Just jump right in the bed.
You already said they got up and didn't bathe. Now you saying they jump in the bed.
Jump right back in the bed. They ready for bed. They stay ready for the bed, you know, to go and lounge around and lay down all day long. They stay ready. Now I tell you what. This is what you need to do this weekend. If you don't have anything to do this weekend, put you some goofy Mickey Mouse lounging pants on. And a big old shirt that says whatever you want, Subway, and then put a bonnet on your head and some
big fluffy Mickey Mouse slippers on,
and some big old deer shoes and whatever. That the heel, they done wore them things so many days, you can see the cotton coming right out the back of them.
See, that is not nice.
And it's all in our neighborhood. Where is?
What do you mean all in our neighborhood?
It's all in our neighborhood. It's a culture thing. They don't, and then some of these folks that take these folks to the store ought to ask them where they clothes at.
Well, I tell you what. Why are men wearing a bonnet?
And men that wear the bonnets.
You know, they may have reasons. They may say, well, I have to protect the hair. My wife had an extra bonnet. A girlfriend had an extra bonnet. I didn't see no harm in throwing it around and, you know, putting it on and protecting my waves. You know, some of these folks got nice hair and long hair and dreadlocks. And so they need a big enough cap to accommodate
Why do men wear dresses?
Well, you don't see that. That's not that catches on, but not necessarily. But the bonnet thing is something that, you know, we're seeing a little bit more on both sides, men and women, especially women. Women are definitely out there with the bonnets
and men,
and
you
whatnot.
said this segment that we're talking about today is what is with men wearing bonnets.
Yes.
Men are wearing those bonnets.
Yes, they are.
Why wear a bonnet? See, it's a difference if you was in Scotland. If you was over in Ireland and Scotland, it's a different. They are called
They don't wear those bonnets.
Well, they're military uniforms, which is
Like you
spelled
get from
BUNNET.
Yeah, but they don't wear those out.
Well, see, here's what
That's a
happened to
different kind of hat.
here's what happened to the Chinaman stores. These little
You just said Chinaman.
these little stores that you see at every
Asian
stores, and what you see also at the little food mart. When you see these that look, they got that fad right there. You know why?
Why?
Because they know y'all gonna come and get it.
But the thing about it may be the cost. It may not be expensive to get the bonnets. Then you're talking about covering the head. It has color like any other cap. But Mr. E saying, wash your bonnet.
Wash your clothes.
Bonnet. But what advice would you give to men that are, wearing those things?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a shame. It's a disgrace, a dirty shame, and a disgrace to the men. See, here's the thing that we must also remember this. We cannot adapt something that women has adapted. When you see, I used to teach people, young men, that why you gonna wear unisex clothes.
Well, that is not unisex.
I'm just saying.
For women,
why would you go to the women department and find you a pair of blue jeans when you got a man department that can, that you can wear? You picking up spirits. You picking up ways that should never. You should never have. You should never want. Ain't no in this God green. And Miss Hinton, what you're taking away from and making it all right that men wear women clothes and women wear men clothes. That it's okay. No, it's not okay. Stay in your own gender.
Well, I tell you what,
make it folk be LGBTQPNOP.
Mr. E, you can't say that. Mr. E, this is not the opinion of Yolanda Hinton. FYI radio. But anyway, Mr. E, look, I don't like it because I don't think it's attractive. I don't like to see people out in bonnets, but I'm saying it's something that you probably got to get used to because you may be thinking of bed when you see them. Maybe your mind just can't wrap it. Why would somebody come out with their night clothes on in the street, pajamas? So it may be something like that. But some people are doing it for, I don't know, maybe just like you said, to cover the hair, to keep the hair protected and from breaking. But anyway, listen, we got some great upcoming shows. Please join us on Friday. What if they wear it in private? Is that all right?
Right behind closed door, nobody can see it.
Okay.
A silky bonnet.
Okay.
To retain.
But anyway, look, we got Fun Friday coming up. We should have talked about this on Fun Friday too, but we have a special guest. They got a great production called Reflection. Mr. Dean will be here with us. Make sure you join us on Friday. Also, we're going to be serving that tea. We got a little tea we want to serve. Also, Monday Sports Talk. Also, summer fun, summer safety. We're going to do some movie reviews. I'd like to do that. And listen, don't forget Yolanda Hinton's music. Make it all right. You can download it wherever music is sold. And also, you can visit our sponsors. Go on and get one. I'd like to see it, Miss Lee. Bring it in here on Fun Friday.
Yeah, right.
Look, save the date. October the 12th is our Community Against Bullying, a call to action now. We're going to have it at Virginia Beach Central Library on October the 12th. Please put that on your calendar. And also visit our sponsors, BulwickAcademy.com, BULVIC, and also Beard Gods, BEARDGODZ. When you go and visit Bullvic, make sure you check out the game app there. Make sure you check out The book, Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose, and a Diary of a Former Bully. Make sure you check out the information. And then soon we're going to put the date for our Community Against Bullying and information about that and how you can register. So, Mr. E, tell folks how they can be a special guest sponsor or intern with FYI Radio.
Just before I give that information, I got 3 questions I want to ask you.
All righty.
Is the silky bonnet good for your hair?
Yes, it is. That's what they say.
And what the purpose of it?
To keep hair from breakage, and
Okay.
you can't just put anything on the hair. The hair will snag, it will break. A silk bonnet keeps that from happening. Just like silk sheets and things. That's the purpose of a lot of people getting those. The best type of things to sleep on.
What does a hair bonnet do for men?
I don't know what to do for men for sure, but if y'all love it, I like it. If you want to wear it, but just do it in good taste. And like he said, please wash them.
Is it good for a man to go to sleep with a hair bonnet?
I think he should have something if he has hair that he wants to protect. If he has hair, if he has wave, well, hair bonnet, I don't think will do waves any benefit. But if he wants the same benefit as a woman, make sure that hair is not breaking. Make sure you're keeping that hair, all the oils and stuff from getting on your pillows and things like that. Possibly.
Do you think men spend more time in the mirror getting dressed than women now?
I think men do take some time. So you all have so many things to do. You all got the beard and sometimes the hair. You all have to
Lipstick
have to make sure.
And eye makeup, eyeglasses.
Oh yeah, the women.
I mean,
I don't know, men wearing makeup now.
They wearing makeup now. It takes a man more, just as long as a woman to get ready to go out.
And that's all right, because we all want to look good. What you think, Miss Steve? We all want to look good. But look, I tell you what, it's been a great, interesting time. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Mr. E going to tell you how you can be a special guest, sponsor, or intern with FYI Radio Show.
If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us at FYI Radio Show, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton's Facebook page, or whatever Facebook page, or if you like to email us, that's FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com. If you want to be an intern or special guest, or if you want to be in the audience, just send us your email and we'll send it back to you and let you know what day is appropriate for us to pull you in. That's FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com. That's where you send it to, or you can call 757-7861.
All right. See you later, alligator. Stay cool. It's going to be a hot one.
Don't wear them bonnets neither. 2 up, 2 down.